Today we are going to talk about why women flirt with other men while married. We'll discuss all the factors that affect a woman at this point and talk about how to recognize side conversations in your family. Flirting is one of the beautiful ways of a relationship between a man and a woman. After all, hints, half smiles and elusive glances are beautiful. This period is considered to be the best in a relationship. Everyone knows that not only free individuals can flirt, but also those who have a soulmate. Psychologists told us for what reasons and for what purpose women who are already married can flirt. First of all, by flirting, a woman shows a man that she is interested in him. Why pay attention to a man when a woman has a wonderful husband waiting for her at home? The answer is simple. It's nature. When a woman sees a beautiful male, she automatically starts signaling him. Potentially she considers him a worthy partner. All these are simple human instincts that do not require any explanation. Often in such a situation further flirtation does not come. A wise lady realizes that there are a lot of good men, but at home she is waiting for her beloved husband. A woman can flirt if she does not feel satisfied with the marriage. For example, when from her husband she does not feel warmth, affection and care. He does not give her compliments, and thus she wants to hear them from other men. The lady likes to catch the admiring glances of the stronger sex. This is how they make up for the lack of emotions. Representatives of the fair sex can flirt under the influence of alcohol. This applies to those cases when in a sober state a woman is modest, and in a state of alcohol intoxication is very relaxed. This situation indicates that the woman has problems with her husband. When sober, she turns a blind eye to them, but under the influence of alcohol she really wants to get those emotions that are missing. There is another category of women, she is quite desperate. They can flirt without shame, right in front of their man. And the goal is to cause jealousy in their man. It manifests itself in those families where the man is very rarely jealous of his partner. She may even think that her spouse does not love her. It is with the help of such a method that a woman wants to return the passion. It is very important for her partner to realize that she can be interesting to other guys. In this way, the lady demonstrates to the man her attractiveness. She shows with all her might that he does not relax, or she can be taken away by another man. However, most representatives of the stronger sex perceive it very categorically and aggressively. This can lead to the breakup of the relationship. Flirt can also those women who are coquettes by nature. They do not even think of cheating on their second halves. It is just vital for them to receive attention from everyone. Such personalities always like to admire themselves, and flirting gives them a positive charge. Psychologists often say that you cannot approach men from a woman's point of view. They should be treated differently, they say, because of their different physiology, psychology and other logic. But a woman is different from a man. Why is it in most cases not taken into account? Women are different and we have different needs. Well, it is not enough to give and take marital duty, they still and emotion serve. Such a surprise for the vast majority of the stronger sex. And when the body lacks something, no matter what, vitamins, minerals, proteins or emotions, it does not lead to anything good. The organism begins to wither, get sick, depress and make everyone around it in a bad mood. If the food lacks the much needed vitamin D, then it has to be taken in the form of supplements. The same happens with other minerals and vitamins. And where do we get or replenish our emotions? With our minds, it's there. And no one says it's cheating. So why does a woman, having entered into only an emotional and communicative connection with a man she likes, immediately cheat? Naturally they like each other, exactly as a man and a woman, otherwise they would not communicate, would not weave a lace of smiles, looks, would not speak a language understandable only to them. But as long as they keep within certain limits, it's not cheating. That's my opinion. What we firmly believe is that to find the right flirting partner is a great luck in life. And these relationships should be cherished, nurtured, and kept on a separate shelf. They are easy to destroy the wrong move, after which there is only bitterness, disappointment, and regret. And you can't get anything back. But I'm talking about a long flirtation, which in a couple of years loses gender attraction to each other, and it has every chance to grow into a strong friendship for years. Unfortunately, marital status is not always a deterrent for a married woman if she wants to have fun with another man. Some women live with their husbands simply as neighbors, feelings have faded, but there are common children or living space. For others, the spouse is just a sponsor. And there are ladies who over the years become more and more promiscuous. And the more such factors in the life of a lady, the more available she will be, even if she has been married for a long time. There are signs in the behavior of a married lady, they will help determine how available she is for affairs. On the side. If a woman prefers to spend time without a spouse, then it is already worth thinking about. If she prefers leisure time without her husband, it is likely that she simply does not want to have the obstacle of socializing with other men. When a woman prone to vicious behavior is out of sight of her husband, she can lose control of herself completely. If all of a sudden she suddenly wants to change her appearance. By the age of 40, many women have a desire to improve their appearance. And to do the lady it will be, strangely enough, not for her man. After all, if she wanted to do it all for a man, then all sorts of diets, sports and cosmetic surgery, she would have started to produce long before the onset of this age. If the lady fancy and dressed up in frank clothes before leaving the house, and before her husband is ready to walk in a completely unrepresentable form, it is a clear signal that look spectacular she wants not for her spouse, and that other men pay as much attention to her as possible. Mercantile women are becoming more and more numerous every day. Flirting with a man because of material gain is not uncommon. Who will refuse gifts for beautiful eyes and sweet speeches? Men are often deceived, give expensive signs of attention in the expectation of something more. If a woman in the process of family life suddenly finds some friend, it can often be a childhood friend, classmate, or even a former one. And the woman argues her desire to renew this friendship by the fact that she has a lot in common with this man, a lot of common interests and memories. If a woman remembers her childhood friend, she tries to prove that she simply cannot have feelings and intimate desires for this man. After all, she remembers him from very young years, and he is really like a brother to her. Thus the woman as if increases the value of this friendship in the eyes of her lover, he begins to feel less chance to break this friendship. At the same time, a man can quite easily believe that there is really nothing questionable in this friendship. And this means that the option with a friend from childhood for many women is very winning. If a woman wants to make a friend on the side, one of the most obvious options may be a colleague at work, a neighbor, or even a friend of her lover. Legalize friendship with a colleague can be an argument on the topic that they communicate exclusively on work and exclusively during working hours, although periodically in their communication may slip flirting. Explain close communication with a neighbor woman can that she just wants to maintain good relations with neighbors, so as not to quarrel with each other and in case of anything to help. Well, and communication with a friend of the beloved woman can motivate the desire to become closer to the lover, because he communicates with this person, so this communication will not hurt. If a woman needs it, she does not see absolutely no barriers to this. But it is also worth understanding that if one of these formats of friendship will arise in the lover of a woman, that is, he will begin to be friends with a neighbor or a friend of his wife, then the lady this arrangement is unlikely to be happy, because she will begin to tear from jealousy and resentment. How does a woman explain her desire to be friends with someone? She covers this friendship with the desire to simply communicate with someone, to dispel boredom. In this regard, communication with some man from the internet does not look like something criminal. Therefore, many men turn a blind eye to the fact that their wife communicates with someone on the internet in a friendly format. But it is worth realizing that the longer a woman will continue this communication, the higher the probability that she will be interested in this man not only as a friend. And the point here is in the banal emotional involvement. The longer and more active a woman communicates with a man, the more she wants to be with him. Sooner or later a woman has a desire to meet with this friend from the internet, and the meeting, as a rule, occurs in secret from her husband. And this is actually not surprising, because initially the woman swore that this communication will remain on the internet, but now it is flowing into real life.